I made every hair mistake possible so you don't have to. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Saya, I'm 25 years old and I live in London. And here I share about my life, things I'm learning while adulting and figuring out my way to my dream self. The real parts, the fun parts and everything in between. And if you enjoy this video, do subscribe. So let's dig in. If you are wondering if I'm qualified enough to talk about this topic, let me explain. When I moved to London almost 4 years back, this was my hair. My hair was long, healthy, thanks to my mom, but uni made me do stupid things. I chopped my hair because I wanted to reinvent myself, change something about myself. Then I chopped it more. Then I got them colored. I colored all of my hair from top to the end. Thank God, not the roots. I regretted this within months, like within 3 months or less. My hair was fried, breaking and lifeless. I tried all the shampoos, nothing worked. So the only decision I could make was again chop them off myself. And then I tried getting rid of the damage by chopping it more. And it took almost 2 years to recover, like all the chopping, and finally there was no color in my hair. I'll never do that again, by the way. And now this is my hair. Healthy, long, thriving. My hair is almost my personality. And I take it very seriously. So yes, I'm qualified enough to talk about this. Honestly, I barely noticed my hair growing after so much of chopping in so less time. I felt like I was living in a bob forever. And then one day, a friend said to me, "Your hair is growing so fast." I was like, what? Wow, I mean, I haven't even realized that yet. Like, consistent care actually worked probably. So I tried tons of drugstore shampoos, conditioners, L'Oreal, Pantene, Aussie, Garnier, Dove, Lee Stratford, you name it, I've tried it. And honestly, nothing gave me long-term results. Like, my hair was always frizzy or breaking a lot or weird. Just rough, dry, weird. Sometimes my scalp is really oily, sometimes my scalp is really dry and I have no idea what to do. So I tried everything. That's what we do, right? Everything, whatever is available. Hundreds of pounds. Then a very good friend recommended me, changed my life. I would have already spent more than £1,000, obviously, because I've been using it for 2 years or more than 2 years, probably around that time. This is not a video to sell any of the products. This is just recommendations. So please. Obviously these products worked for me. That's why I'm sharing. They might or might not work for you. So here's my real routine. The stuff that actually made difference to my hair and which worked for me. Obviously we are always figuring things out, updating, upgrading, removing things, adding things. That is completely normal. But some products which actually stuck with me throughout. So step number 1, depending on different days and routines, I go with hair oiling, exfoliating before the shower. My scalp is really oily, so I don't oil my hair every time I wash, but I try to do it once a week to keep them healthy. Next step, washing. So there is a lot of misconception and things people say and do about this topic. How many times do you wash your hair? I used to wash my hair every single day. Trust me, I did. Now I wash my hair every other day. I'm sharing this because please do not listen to other people. Do what works for you. Washing my hair every other day works for me. My scalp is really oily. I sweat a lot. I go out almost every day, so I bring in the dirt. That's why. There are people who wash every 3 days, or there are people who wash every day as well. I have listened to a lot of podcasts and people talking about it, so sharing that. Never worry about washing your hair too much. You are always like removing the dirt and making your scalp better. But do not skip like 4 days because your scalp needs to breathe it. It absorbs a lot of shit. So sometimes I do a gentle scrub if I want to exfoliate a bit more, or if it's really oily or I need a reset type of a thing, then I go in with a clarifying shampoo. Not every time, but every alternate time I do double washes. So I go in with a clarifying wash and then a bit of hydrating wash and then a conditioner or deep conditioning once a week. Love masks, not touching your roots because oily scalp. Hello. Especially if you use heat regularly on your hair or style your hair a lot. It's really helpful. You won't see your hair like drying out or fried. After the shower comes heat protectant. This is a new one. I used L'Oreal heat protectant for a very long time. It's similar to these colors. But recently I have switched to this one. It's really good for me. It works for my hair. Then serums and oils. Favorite oil. Anything I would recommend you from this area would be this. I know it's a bit expensive, but I think this is what my 5th bottle. So I told you thousands of pounds on olaplex. But this is so amazing. Perfect. Then almost finished. Love this gloss. Amazing. Then I have some more. What you do to your hair before styling also helps a lot to keep your hair healthy. Then what's next? I'm a big fan of L'Oreal, not the shampoo but after products like masks, hairsprays, dry shampoos, everything. So yeah, this is a volumizing mousse because my hair is really flat and straight, a bit heavy because now they're long, and scalp is oily, so I cannot like keep the styling for very long as well. Curls never stay. But volumizing mousse works. It's great. Favorite dry shampoos. Then same goes for the hairsprayers. Last product I have is a hair perfume. I'm a big fan of hair perfume. I love when hair smells delicious. These are the products I'm currently using, kinda. But again, just recommending what worked for me. These are some great products. Some tips and tricks which we actually see everywhere. People saying is sleeping on a silk pillowcase to reduce breakage, using a white tooth comb, don't brush your hair aggressively. These are the things people say a lot, isn't it? And they actually work. Try being consistent with them and you'll see the results 100%. Then most important thing apart from the products, actually I would say it's more important than the products you use, because you can use like the most expensive products, but if your lifestyle, if your mental health, if your nutrition is not good, it won't work. So let's talk about some lifestyle habits, because hair health isn't just products. Your nutrition, protein, healthy fats, plenty of water. Hair needs building from inside. It's just not like growing from outside. It's coming from inside. What you put in your body goes everywhere. Sleep. Your hair actually repairs while you are sleeping. Stress. When I used to think why my hair isn't growing, I was eating shitty food, eating out every day almost, not drinking water, not sleeping well, stressing about everything going right and wrong in my life, and my hair could never grow. Also, meditate, walk, or just breathe. Another quick tip would be, if you think something is missing in your diet, you can obviously take those supplements like omega, vitamins, but focus on real foods first. Next, your mindset and your patience, because it is not gonna happen overnight. Your hair is not gonna go like really long tomorrow, and so patience and consistency is the secret. Little habits every day, big results. It's true about everything in life, isn't it? Same with keeping a healthy body, a healthy glowing skin, feeling good inside out. It all matters. Affirmations also really matter. If you believe in it, if you believe in manifesting. I can say I manifested long, beautiful hair. So yeah, if you're gonna think like my hair is never gonna grow, they're never gonna grow. If you're gonna think my hair is gorgeous, beautiful, healthy, long, and you say like, I can see it, I can see myself in long hair, I'm gonna have long hair, I'm gonna eat right for that, I'm gonna sleep well for that, I'm not gonna stress about things, like I'm not gonna try to stress about things, I'm gonna work out, and it will show. Whatever you consume, whatever you absorb, whatever you think, it directly impacts your skin, your hair, your health, your body inside out, your happiness, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about other people, how they make you feel. Okay, we are diverting a little bit, because when we are talking self-love, I'm obsessed with that topic. Always remember that healthy hair isn't about magic products. It's about consistency, care, and small habits you can keep up with. Start today with little habits and your hair will thank you in 2026. And this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.